In this video, I just want to give you a quick overview of LaserCalc in AirMatch, which is our most advanced load calculation tool. We also have LaserCalc Mobile, which only runs on Android and iOS phones. But LaserCalc in AirMatch gives you a little bit more control over your input data, and you can do room-by-room reports as well. To access it, just click the LaserCalc button on the top bar, and then select one of your clients that already exists, or create a new client if you don't have one. And once you select the client, it'll automatically generate an empty load calc for you. First thing you'll pick is your design state where the home is, and then the design city. You want to pick this based on the closest climate to where you live, not necessarily the city that's geographically closest. And it gives you design temps, which you can override if you want to enter your own values. And then you're choosing the construction type, which loose will give you a fairly increased load, but the other two are more typical selections. Choose your flooring, your ceiling types, your wall type, and window type. Typically, we do wooden vinyl low E is the most common. Triple pane won't make a massive difference, but switching from single to double pane will definitely make a difference, so make sure you get that accurate. We don't have skylights in this example, so I'll leave that as none. And then you choose the number of heat-generating appliances and where our ducts are located. Then we move on to the room by room, which if you don't want to do a detailed room by room, you can always just put all the square footage into the first row, which some people choose to do this to save time. And then you can put the total window area for each of these values and just have that do a block load for the whole property. That's if you're in a rush, you don't want to go room by room. If you're doing something like a mini split, it is better to go through and put in the correct values for these, and then you'll get actual accurate room by room reports, so that especially for something like a mini split where you want to know what size indoor unit to put in each room, you can navigate with the arrow keys up and down on the screen, or you can use tab to go left to right. And this is the screen you'll spend the most time on if you're going through all that detail. But again, just use the living room if you just want to do that block load. So then we can move on to the reports. Here's where we get all of our information about the load that we need. It breaks down all the different things generating that load for heating and cooling. And if you want the room by room report, if you have filled out these individual rooms, here you can find out the load for individual rooms for sizing your mini splits and choosing your ducting. So it's a very powerful way to do load calcs. It's all based on ACCA's 8th edition Manual J, and we've been doing this for over 20 years with the similar math, just updating all of the data from ACCA, and we've always had wonderful feedback about the accuracy of the LaserCalc load calcs. So let us know if you have any questions about it or if you want to try a free trial.